Hey guys, welcome to Candroid Crypto. Kind of a new channel I'm setting up, and yeah, so I'm gonna take my little. I have a home theater case here. It's been sitting around for a couple years. Really nice Thermaltake case, but yeah, we're gonna turn this into a bit of a mining rig. I have an Nvidia Quattro 6000 in there right now. It's a 4 gig card, but it does not have, I guess, the CUDA cores required to mine some of the crypto stuff. So I did buy two video cards today, and as you know, video cards are really hard to get a hold of these days. But I didn't want to spend a fortune. I just kind of wanted to get into it, so I picked up a couple, I guess, GTX 1050 Ti's, and we're gonna drop them in. I understand they're not the best cards for mining, but right now, guys, it's absolutely all I could get my hands on new coming out of the stores. So as you can see, this is what happens when your card does not have the CUDA cores required to do that. Alright guys, stay tuned. We're going to get this rig geared up, and we're going to go. It's not very big, guys. I picked up two cards, so it's just something to start with, but I think I do have an extra PCI slot there, another PCI slot there, so I can't really do too many cards in this machine anyway. It's probably going to be like a 3-card max machine, but later on we're going to actually build a proper rig. But like I say, I'm just getting into this. I don't really know a lot about the crypto stuff. I've learned some stuff, but I'm a Linux guy, I'm a computer guy, so setting all the software up, the hardware up, that's not a big deal for me. So the unit's off. Let's pull the power cord and shut everything off. We obviously don't need this card anymore. I was kind of hoping that this card would work. I had it laying around, and I was like, well, let's see what it'll do, right? So, but I did find out it doesn't have a CUDA core, and I didn't really know that before. I guess I never really looked into it. Let's get all our cables out of the way here. I'm actually going to unplug the hard drive. I don't need this hard drive right now. I did have Windows 10 installed on this machine, but it's not that it's a bad system, but I only have 4 gigs of RAM in here, so as you know, Windows 10 on 4 gigs of RAM doesn't really work that well. I guess my cat's coming to check it out too. You'll probably see her in the background there. Yeah, so I picked the motherboard, the CPU, and the memory up off a guy close to where I live. 80 bucks. So it's an AMD quad core, I think a 955 or something, Gigabyte motherboard, and essentially 4 gigs of G-Skill memory. So not bad for 80 bucks. Let's unplug our video cable here, and let's actually release the video card. If you guys don't know how to do this, there's a little tab on your video card port here. There we go. So as you can see, it's a pretty hefty card, guys. It's not a small card by any means. It just doesn't have the CUDA cores, I guess. Or even if it does, maybe there's a different setting I can run it on. I don't know. But anyways, that one didn't work. So here's the card I picked up, guys. MSI GTX 1080 Ti Gaming Edition. So it has a really high, I guess, clock rates on the card. I know gaming cards aren't necessarily probably the best for mining, but I'm hoping the fact that it is already an overclocked card, I can cut it back a little bit and still maintain a certain level of mining. So yeah, let's get that opened up. The card is new. They were apparently store leftovers, is what I understand. Basically like an open box, I think is what you call it. And like I say, there really isn't much choice around these days for video cards. So it's kind of like you just kind of try to get what you can without paying too much money. So, so there we go. like you can see the plastic's actually still on the card, so I don't know if they ever ran this card in any machine. So open box item, but plastic is still on it, so it's still got I still get a 1-year manufacturer warranty on it, and if there's any problems with the card, I can return it back to the store within 15 days. So I'm not really too concerned. So let's get the first card in. So there we go, card is seated. I need to get my power connector back for the video card. Alright, so there we go. The power supply I have here is new. It's a Corsair CX550. Not going to be great for running 6 or 7 cards, obviously, but for the 2 cards I have in the machine, it's probably going to do just fine. Alright, so let's plug that power connector in. Alright, so I have my Hive. So I'm booting off USB, guys. I have the HiveOS loaded on a USB drive. I have no hard drives in the system. Very minimal stuff. Gigabyte motherboard. AMD quad-core CPU with 4 gigs of RAM. So it's not bad. It's a decent little CPU to run this stuff. Keyboard. Alright, we'll just kind of keep that out of the way, let her breathe. Alright guys, so essentially the rig is ready to go. Let's boot it up and let's see what happens. So there you go, there's my, this is a 64 gig USB key, flash with the HiveOS image, you know, standard video card. Okay, let's flick this guy on and let's go power it up. I gotta put another cooling fan in the machine. Alright, so we got some lights, so that's a good sign. Lights are good. Let's check the fans. Yep, both fans are spinning. I know the lights are really throwing the camera off, but both fans are spinning, that's good. Okay, let's load up. Let's load up Hive here, let's see what happens. I saw some kind of quick red message there. I don't know what that was about. And let's see. Okay, there we go. Loading Nvidia drivers, 1 GPU. And why do we have a network error? We shouldn't have a network error. I think maybe it just needs to update. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I just got a black screen and it just rebooted, so okay, let me figure that out, guys. I'll get right back to you. We are back. You can see I have the MSI card all fired up. Initially I went up and I tried to mine ETH, and this is only a 4 gig card, and I saw in a recent video today you may need more than a 4 gig card right now to mine ETH. So I switched over to ET Classic, and it looks like it's mining this no problem. 12.3 mega hash. It's roughly about where some of your other videos are. Keep in mind the card is still running stock settings. I have not tinkered with the power, the memory clock, the core clock. I haven't done anything. Because this is a brand new card right out of the store, I'm probably going to give it a couple days at least, maybe up to even to the 15 days before I have to, before the, I guess, the store in-store warranty expires. This was an open box card. It was just like a little demo card they had in the store, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, guys, successful. Our HiveOS is running. I'm able to communicate to the Hive through my other PC. So yeah, success, guys. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be the first video. There's probably going to be some more stuff coming. Shout out to some of you guys, you crypto coiners out there that are doing videos and stuff. Like, it helps me out. Like, some of this stuff is new to me. But yeah, we're up and running, boys. Nothing fancy here, just, you know, just an old little $80 motherboard that I picked up. 80 bucks for CPU memory and the board. And obviously the card I paid a little bit more. But you gotta do what you gotta do these days. There's not a lot of options, so. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. And feel free to hit me up in the comments. Cheers.